What's up, y'all? I'm Alana Springsteen. I'm here with Adam from Soundtrack My Jank at Koa Rooftop in Nashville, and this is Poor Taste in Music.
Nailed it.
Nice.
Talk to me about the origin of the Bubba drink.
Yeah, so a little bit of background on me. I grew up in a really small town. Both my granddads are pastors. My family doesn't drink. They're pretty conservative, straight-laced, straight down the middle. So, you know, I didn't really have any experience drinking any alcohol, trying anything until I was 21, 22, 23. And I was going on my first tours and kind of learning about, the road culture and trying some stuff, and I fell in love with tequila first. When you're on the road, you never know what you're gonna get. Sometimes you're at a great bar, sometimes it's the drinks aren't great, so I needed a drink that was really easy, I could order anywhere, that also felt like the beach, because I'm a beach girl, I grew up on the water. So,
I love that. You and Pharrell.
We just kind of landed on tequila soda, splash of pineapple for a little bit of sweetness without going overboard. And if we're lucky, we get a tahini rim.
Oh.
I love a tahini rim.
I wish I'd known that. There's no tahini rim today. What am I doing?
It's all good.
Cut.
That's the Bubba.
So the Bubba. Okay.
And that's my nickname.
Bubba's your nickname.
People are like, why is it called the Bubba? Yeah, Bubba's my nickname between my manager, my crew, my band, all of that. So
you're an interviewer.
It's the Bubba. And now, absolutely.
Meet Bubba, everybody. Okay, so I have a version, an homage to the Bubba that I'd love to call it the Bubba Deluxe.
I love
it. You're
it.
okay with that?
Absolutely.
Do you want me to show you how to make it?
Please, I'm so excited. It needs an upgrade.
All right,
sure.
well, let's do this. Okay, so we're gonna build it directly in this Collins glass, so it should be super easy to follow along. I'm gonna post a recipe for this, by the way, after the video goes live. So everybody, all your fans, all your new to Alana Springsteen fans can make this at home too.
Love it, let's go.
So let's do, just do 2 quick dashes directly in that glass. Just 1, 2, perfect. All right, and then we're gonna take this guy and you're gonna do a ½ ounce, which is that middle line right there
Okay.
with lime juice.
Okay.
Yeah, so fresh lime juice. Yep, pour that directly in the glass.
And it goes.
Right. We're gonna put that back. And then this is a nice orange aperitif. But we're gonna pour, it smells delicious.
Ooh.
A little vanilla, a little orange.
Smells really good.
To the top line, 3/4 ounce.
Okay.
So not quite all the way, but just that top line in there. Yep. Pour
Right
that
in?
right in there. Excellent. I feel like you've done this before.
No, very much not. I am a beginner as it gets right now, yeah.
Well, you said you like nice tequila.
I do.
So our friends at Southbound Tequila make a really incredible Blanco that I zhuzhed it up a little bit and added some pineapple. So this is infused with pineapple, fresh pineapple, salted pineapple. Give it a little sniff test.
Fancy schmancy.
How's that smell?
Ooh. It smells great. I'm definitely getting the pineapple. A little bit of bite. It's got some bite to it.
I think you're gonna love it.
Ooh, I'm excited.
So let's make sure everything's out of that. And then we're gonna do 1.5 ounces. So take the big side, pour it up to that line right there. That's 1.5 ounces. And then just dump that straight in. Fantastic. Okay, now.
I love that color. It's like a sunrise.
That's what I felt like. You said you like the beach, so I thought maybe sunset over the beach. This could
It's giving that
kind of
for
give
sure.
that, yeah.
I love it.
So I'm gonna put some ice right on top. And then we're gonna take this spoon and give it a quick stir.
Are you a tequila fan?
I love tequila.
Yeah?
Yeah. Never met one I didn't like. Met a couple that didn't like me, but never met one that I didn't like.
Feel that.
A couple more pieces of ice right on top now that it's diluted. Great. And so now we're going to take a little bit of, get a full one.
Yeah.
There's a bottle opener here. Fantastic. All right, we're going to take this. This is my, it's not my technique, but it is a technique to make sure that it goes all the way to the bottom. As you use a bar spoon, you just pour it directly down. And it goes all the way.
See, then you don't have to mix. It's genius.
I'm still going to lift it a little bit.
Okay.
Once it's done, just to really make sure we're good.
There you go.
So we're going to take a little lime wedge.
Okay.
Let's cut that down. Pardon that splash.
Ooh, look at her.
Because we're fancy like that.
Look at her.
Why don't you give it a taste?
It really is cute.
The Bubba Deluxe.
All right. Moment of truth. Oh, that's great.
Think you could drink that?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I do.
Nice summer, crushable.
I could absolutely destroy a couple of these. This is dangerous.
Oh,
Whew. We need to make you one now.
let's make one and then maybe go have a seat and talk a little bit.
Let's do it.
Sound
This
good?
is seriously so good. You guys need to try it. I love how easy it is too. There's not a ton to it, and it's
feels-
really well balanced.
Yeah, it feels fancier
Yeah.
than it actually is.
I think too, like when it comes to cocktails, I always find them too sweet, and this is not at all.
Balances
It's like,
everything.
yeah, it's perfect. It's got that little bit of like body. It's got the pineapple, the orange is coming through, but it's not like overpowering. It's great.
Fantastic. I'm glad you love it.
Yeah, I love it.
I'll make me one and then let's go have a seat and get to know each other.
Let's do it.
Great. Let's talk about it.
Cheers.
Do a proper cheers.
I mean, it just immediately takes me to the beach,
Amazing.
which is my happy place. Like, it's such a good like summertime rooftop, like beach, pool drink. I'm obsessed with it. I
There's
feel
bubbles.
like you added just enough like layers to it. It's got a little more dimension now, which it needed.
I'll drink to that.
Let's
I'll
go.
Go back for a cheers.
So good.
There's bubbles. There's fruit. I salted the pineapple before I infused the tequila, so it brings out those agave notes in the tequila a little more. I really wanted to honor the tequila, but also
I mean,
make it
it's
still
fantastic.
feel nostalgic for you.
Yeah.
Beach vibes, Bubba vibes, but Bubba Deluxe. You mentioned rituals.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Like I feel like every band, every artist has their rituals on the road. Like how important do you think rituals are on touring, especially to keep you grounded as an artist?
So much. I struggled a little bit early on with the pace of touring and just like, I love travel. I love all of that. But when you're waking up in a new city every day, you're staying in different places, like there's no constant factors whatsoever. So rituals have become like what grounds me, what makes being on the road still feel like home in some way. So little things like taking incense with me. Like I take a specific incense with me everywhere I go, light it in hotel rooms and green rooms, and just that familiar smell, like just kind of makes you feel, okay, like I'm home right now. I mean, before I walk on stage, we always do like a little huddle. Somebody in my band or I will say something before, like do a little toast. We'll do a shot of tequila. I always do my vocal warm-ups. Also, like working out is very ritualistic for me.
Sure.
Even if it's just like breath work, meditation, getting in movement at some point during the day on the road is even like it's more of a mental thing for me. Just having that time to focus on myself and be quiet. There's so much chaos always. It feels like there's always sound. There's always a hum of the bus or like sound check or instruments going. So to just be able to like get somewhere quiet, drop into myself and get grounded in that it's a non-negotiable for me, like every day on the road. I think a lot of people would be surprised to hear that I'm more of an introvert.
Sure.
So early on, I had to figure out really quickly how to find that piece, like, and be able to take that with me and make it a thing.
How do you own both sides of you then? If you're an introvert off stage and then you have to find this next level energy on stage, like how do you, like, which one feels more like you? Or which side, or is it just a combination of both?
I think it definitely is both. I've realized that it's just a different version of me on stage than off stage. To the point where, people will know me for a long time. We'll have written songs together, been friends for a while, and they'll come to a show and they'll be like, I did not expect that. Like, I never saw that coming. Even my parents, when I was a kid and I, started performing a little bit for the first time, they'd come to the shows and they'd be shocked. I remember when I was like 11 years old, I got up on stage with Sugarland in my hometown in like an amphitheater show. It was the most people I'd ever sang in front of, and we did Baby Girl together. And my parents were in the audience, and man, when I got up on that stage, it's like a switch flipped for me. Like, I just came alive in a whole different way, to the point where my dad was like, I didn't recognize you. I was like, I was worried for you. I was nervous for you. And then you hit that stage and I was like, she belongs there. Like, it's like she was born to do that. And I've always felt that way about it. It is like a confidence settles in, a groundedness settles in. But it definitely is a balance. And I've realized, like, I have to pour into the other side of me as well. So that's journaling, meditating, like
stillness.
Yeah. If I stay in this state all the time, the performer side of me, I will get burned out so quickly. And I've had to learn that lesson too. I think I struggled with that early on.
That's such a great point. You don't think about which side needs more than the other at any given time. You're just going with a schedule.
Yeah.
And you know that, I'm supposed to be on stage at this time. This is what stage means. I'm off stage. This is what off stage means. When you're not on tour, where does that energy go?
And part of it too, as we're having this conversation, I'm thinking about it. I think for me, there was always a little bit of a disconnect. When I get on stage, I had this idea that I needed to show up a certain way. I needed to present a certain way. Going back to my childhood, I mean, I'm the oldest of 4 kids. I'm the first grandchild to my grandparents, so they were always so proud. And, in my family, there's a lot of big personalities, a lot of unhealed emotions, just kind of like passed down trauma, a lot of that. And from a really young age, I felt like there wasn't much room for my emotions or...
to be vulnerable.
Yeah, like an awareness of what was going on in my world. I just learned to compensate and like absorb, de-escalate things, just kind of be whatever I needed to be for other people.
Such an oldest child thing.
Yeah. And I remember my granddad, like, he would just throw me on top of tables in restaurants and go, like, sing for everybody from like 4 or 5 years old. So performing for me a little bit early on was an anxious thing. Like, at that age, you can't go, I don't want to do this right now. You don't have that agency. You're just like, turn it on. So recently, I've been learning how to, show up and like bring the energy and let that entertainer that's inside of me show, but also realize that I don't need to be anything. I don't need to prove anything. I'm allowed to take a beat. I'm allowed to also let people in on my more introspective, introverted side.
Sure.
And I think the music I've written on this record does that. Like, I have moments in my show where I'll just tell a 2-minute story about, who I am and what the song is about, and I'll let people into that side of me too. And you do that enough times and you realize, like, okay, I'm safe here. Like, my fans will make space for that too. Mm-hmm. Like, they want all the different sides of me.
I love that. The show as a safe space. Sacred ground almost.
Yeah.
What does it feel like to kind of be faced with vulnerability, as part of your identity, growing as an artist, having to mask it early on or be what you thought music needed you to be or your fans needed you to be, but now with this new record and kind of your growth as, as a human, but also as an artist, what was that meeting like? It's almost like you're meeting yourself every day for the first time in this really vulnerable, exposed, but honest way. That's at least what it, as I was, reading some interviews you've done and listening to your music, and that's what it's felt like for me as a relatively new fan of your music.
I love that that's coming through because, you hit the nail on the head. Like, especially this album has required a level of vulnerability that I didn't think was possible for me. I walked out at 20-something and my dreams were coming true, like all of these highs. I was on these crazy tours. And I thought I was about to walk into my quote unquote villain era, so to speak. Like taking on the world unapologetically, like the color was red. Like it was very much that energy. And then I walked into the first writing session and wrote probably the most heartbreakingly vulnerable song I've ever written.
What prompted that? Did it just come out and you were just like, oh, I guess I'm vulnerable now?
Yeah, you know, I felt a little bit of a disconnect between the person I was becoming, the person I felt I was meant to be, and the person I was expected to be. The person that, like the role that was kind of handed to me by my family. And there was just such a gap between the two. And it felt like I was faced with this choice of like, can I choose myself for the first time? Mm-hmm. Can I like lay down this burden of being everything to everyone, trying to make everybody happy, and decide to take life into my own hands and like live based on my own convictions and my own beliefs, not just what was handed to me. And I was just sitting in a hotel room in LA and grabbed my phone out. I was having a really bad night, just like really dark and crashing out. And I just wrote down a list of like confessions and fears. And that note later turned into the chorus of the song I wrote that kind of opened this door to this album. And I just remember walking out of that write going like, okay, like this next chapter is not gonna be what I expected.
Buckle up.
Yeah, it's not gonna allow me to like chameleon my way through and you know, put on a front and fake it till you make it. Like, it's gonna require strength in the form of vulnerability.
Love that.
So I think vulnerability has always been hard for me. My way of having hard conversations has always been songwriting. And I know it's gonna be an ongoing journey for me. Like, I don't think that's ever gonna be easy for me, but I'm trying to lean into the things that scare me, because I think on the other side of that is true, like, growth.
Growth was the word I was thinking too, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny, of all places, I heard this, I think about comedy years ago. It's like the more specific you get, the more relatable it becomes.
It's so true.
And I just think that's so true for your music as well.
I'm just like cruising through this right now.
I think by the end of this,
gonna get me
we're
in
find
trouble.
Some new honesty.
Maybe so.
So what I'm hearing you say, that session in particular felt almost healing for you. Do you feel more healed when you were writing this new record, or do you feel as an artist more healed when you hear people sing those songs back to you? I'm curious what that relationship with writing versus hearing it back to you, like, how do those two feelings land?
Yeah, it's so hard to put into words. I was reading a Rick Rubin book recently, and I'm not going to quote it perfectly, but he described it like art is never fully complete until it's observed or consumed and heard by other people. And that like really hit for me, because I feel that. There's a shift that happens when you're able to like see a song through somebody else's eyes. And there have been so many times where, you know, I walk into a song, I write it, I pour my heart into it. It means one thing to me, but then I'll hear stories from fans and go like, I never thought about it that way. Like, I never imagined it would relate to your story so specifically in that way. So it's both. Yes, it heals me while I write it. Absolutely. I mean, I don't think I could have gotten through the last 2 years without this music, without an outlet to put all of the stuff that I couldn't carry. It was just too much for me.
Yeah.
I just was able to release it into this album, and it saved my life in a lot of ways. It made me a better person. But yeah, also, my fans teach me about my songs every single day. So it's a really beautiful, like, journey of a song that happens that way.
It's really a both and situation.
Exactly.
It's not one or the other. It's two sides of the same.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
It's special.
I do want to segue into CMA Fest. because you're playing CMA
excited.
Fest. You also have a new record, and I know you're going to have a tour later this year too. Is that announced yet?
It is announced.
Okay.
You're not letting the cat out of the bag. You're good.
Okay, so much to talk about with your future, 2026, 2027 even.
Big year.
What are you most excited about kind of putting out in the world? I know CMA Fest is feels like a grail festival in a way.
No, it's going to be so fun. I mean, CMA Fest is always one of my favorite weeks of the year because it's like a party in my backyard. Like I've lived here in Nashville for 10 years, so there's something so fun about getting to experience that like fan connection, that show level of, you know, excitement and adrenaline, and then like go sleep in my own bed. It's really, really nice.
It's the dream, right?
Yeah, and I grew up like seeing my favorite artists on these stages. I'm playing Riverfront for the third time this coming CMA Fest, and I remember as like a 9-10-year-old kid going to sit in that lawn like all day, just wanting to see my favorite artists, and never could have imagined that I'd be like standing on that stage and how it would feel to be there. And it's special to like look out and see like 9-10-year-old girls and go, there's every chance that they could be the next one up here. And like, I just want to inspire them. I just want to pour into them and give them every reason to believe that they can do it too. Like that lights me up. I love it. And it's also going to be like album release week for CMA Fest. My album drops on May 29th. So we're doing like a little fan event here in town where I'm just going to play a bunch of the songs acoustically, like do special versions of it, sign some vinyl, like just get to celebrate the past 2-year journey and the culmination of all of that with my closest fans. And yeah, you mentioned tour. Like, live music is one of my favorite parts about what I get to do. I mean, I grew up feeling pretty misunderstood. Like, I felt like it was hard for me to be seen as a kid, and I was also like, it was such a small bubble I was raised in that I didn't see many other people. I didn't have a lot of chances to relate to other people. And I remember going to my first concerts when I was like 9-10 years old and going like, what is this? Yeah, mind blown. Like, had never felt so connected to so many people at one time.
Yeah, like a hive mind.
Yeah.
What was your first concert? Do you remember?
It was Taylor Swift.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, it was Speak Now when I was like 9 years old. And that was a turning point for me. Like, seeing that show, seeing the way she connected to her fans, I was like, I have to be a part of whatever this energy is. That sense of togetherness and love and like acceptance and safe space, I think it's becoming more and more rare. Yeah. It's harder to find these days. So being able to take this album specifically on the road, I'm going to the UK, I'm playing like Belfast and Glasgow, Manchester, London, Norway, Spain, and then we're doing a full US headline tour in the fall. So yeah, I'd be playing all over the place, and we're doing rehearsals right now, like gonna be a lot of the new music. It's gonna be special. I think this album specifically, with how vulnerable and personal it is, it's just going to hit different.
I hope so.
Yeah.
It deserves to.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so before we go, I do want to make sure to thank Koa Rooftop for hosting this interview today. I know you're playing a show during CMA Fest here at the Koa Rooftop on June 5th.
June 5th, that's right, 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
We're going to be doing a bunch of songs and just hanging out, and I believe also they're going to be serving the Bubba Deluxe.
I gave them the recipe, so I think they're going to be serving this drink all night long during your performance.
Let's go.
Stay tuned for the recipe. Check out Alana's new record coming out
May 29th.
May 29th. And be sure to check her out at CMA Fest here at Koa Rooftop and try a Bubba Deluxe. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, you won't regret it.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Cheers.
Cheers. Whew.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Cut.